This is Sikandar Raza, all-rounder for Zimbabwe, and you're watching Yoka with Samir.
This episode is brought to you by Calgary Auto Detailing and Tire. Today I got a chance to speak to Matt and Jody Honeywood from Glenmore Cricket Academy. Glenmore has made massive strides to improve junior cricket for past decade. I actually visited their junior cricket academy and got a better look at what's going on. Location was not ideal for recording, but you know what? For the insight we've gotten, it is a small price to pay. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Your junior program. First thing I want to know, how did it start?
So the Glenmore program has been going for about 10 years. We've been involved for about the last 2 years. So when we came, it was already established. So it was already up and running. We've just added to it and kind of streamlined it and tried to expand it as much as we can. Alex should take a lot of the credit for just the way the whole club is run. It's always been a very good club, but he has really just made it a lot more professional, a lot more fun to be around, just a lot more organised.
Yeah, awesome.
He's a really organised guy. So.
Awesome. No, we love that about him. Judy, a question for you. Who are the coaches?
So in the junior program, we've got, we haven't seen him for a little bit, but Hugh Evans is sort of our most qualified coach comes from England. He is the level 2, right?
Yep.
And then, but at the minute, I'd say Matt's sort of our head coach, along with Ryan Jenkinson. And then we also have involved Nix, Ravi, Manish, Mark Turner did a lot last year when he was in Calgary.
Great assets to the club.
Yeah.
Great asset.
And then I guess myself, I've gotten involved with the little guys. I'm really enjoying that.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of little guys, what do you guys think of the program? Do you like it? What do you think? What do you enjoy the most?
Well, I enjoy the most is batting because then I can improve my technique for batting and bat better. There's different people, so you can make different friends, and also you can play with different types of people, so you can have better experiences and you can be a better player.
That's awesome. Who's the junior coordinator? Who's doing the most of the work now?
Jody.
Yeah, at the minute, so I was elected onto the board at the annual general meeting as the junior coordinator. Alex had asked me back in probably halfway through the winter program last year, around this time, maybe February, if I wouldn't mind taking on the role, because they'd kind of had people sort of doing bits and pieces. And I thought, you know what, let's go for it and get this program moving.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What are the plans for this summer as far as junior program goes?
So right now we're in our winter program. So it's basically a winter blast. The kids are just playing games. It's just really to get them back into cricket, get that love of cricket going again. Then we start our spring program after spring break. That'll be a 10-week program, 2 times a week. That's when we'll start serious coaching. So that'll be up until about June. And then once the weather gets nice, we'll be outside then. So we'll be 2 or 3 times a week outside.
So are you thinking of doing that somewhere around March or end of April? What's going on?
So by the end of, I can't remember spring break is.
So April 4th, I believe, is the beginning of the spring, and it'll be going on a Monday and a Wednesday at Absolute Baseball.
So it's more of an evening session, eh?
Yeah.
A great success for Glenmore and, of course, for the league itself. So kudos to you guys. You being the junior coordinator, Judy, what kind of challenges are you facing? Are you getting enough help from outside?
The biggest challenge we're facing, and it seems the league this year is on board, is getting the next step where we're not just sort of playing a fun game week to week. The kids kind of want to, get into a league where they're playing different teams, and we're really excited. The C&DCL is kind of backing having a junior league for under 15s and under 13s this year, with the hopes of each club will enter teams into this league. So Glenmore's point of view, we'll probably put 2 teams in. Biggest challenges, I think, are the grounds, having enough grounds for the kids to play on. Because, for our summer program last year, we were kind of 9 in the morning to 11. We've got some people traveling from way down, furthest southeast and southwest communities, all the way up to inland, kind of 45 minutes to an hour journey for them, and they've got to be there for 9 a.m. It can be a bit hard.
It's a bit too early for parents who work Monday to Friday.
That's
and
right.
On Saturday or Sunday, they have to show up for that. So pretty much they're not getting any luxury of extra sleep.
No, we did lose a few because of that reason, but that was kind of the only time that the grounds weren't being used by the men. So, but I think the city's opening 2 new grounds this year, so that'll open up more
space for the kids.
Yeah.
As far as volunteering goes, are you getting enough efforts from the parents itself?
We would like to get more involvement because, I don't know if I know with the soccer community, you kind of have to sign up for a volunteer role or you get charged money. That might be a way to go in the future. But for now, we're just sort of hoping that parents will get involved. Yeah,
I'd say right now we're in a stage where we're in a practice facility, so it's a bit more drop and go.
Yes.
But as we develop and we get our teams together, that's when we'll need more parent volunteers. That's when we'll become more of a junior club as opposed to a junior practice session.
Practice, yes, exactly. Matt, are you satisfied with the junior development in Calgary?
Well, I don't know that there is really junior development in Calgary at the moment. So, no, I'd say no. Definitely there's a lot of work to be done. I think we're on the right track. This year has been a real breakthrough with the announcement of the new league. That's huge. That's going to pay. It's going to pay dividends.
Has some excitement.
Yeah, the new coordinator's already done a lot of work. Probably more than's been done in the last. Well, definitely more than what I've seen since I've been here. So.
Yeah, a lot of credit to Karishankar, who's done a fabulous job so far, trying to organize. He has a lot of goals, and he's got a great vision. So I hope the cricket is headed towards the direction that we needed to.
Yeah.
Now, another thing, speaking of direction now, where is Glenmore Cricket Club is headed? What direction are you guys headed?
The model of our club is all-inclusive. So we want everybody to be able to play cricket. So if you're 5 years old, there should be a team, there should be a league, there should be somewhere where you can play. If you're 75 years old, you should still be able to, be part of the cricket community. And so we just need to fill everywhere in between. So really, we have that now. We have teams in each of the leagues. We're just missing the junior link. So once our junior program develops and the league develops, we'll have that. And from then on, who knows? Having your own club. I mean, we come from cultures where the club is very central to the social fabric of our society. So we like that, having that clubhouse feel, that family feel. So I think we're working towards that long term.
Yeah, Glenmore is probably one of the only club who's been doing that so successfully for so many years. What's the secret behind it?
I don't think there is a secret. I think, again, it's a cultural thing. I mean,
what we grew up with.
Predominantly the club is English, South African, Australian, New Zealand. And cricket is entrenched in those traditions. So we came up with those traditions, grew up with them. So I think when we've moved over here, we've kind of brought those traditions with us and tried to make the most of it. I mean, it's definitely not the same as it is back home, but we're trying to mould it as much as we can.
The flavor is still there.
We're trying. Yeah, oh yeah.
Now I just thought of this question. I was on your website a few days ago, and it says Glenmore is amateur cricket club. A lot of clubs in Calgary, they classify themselves as professional or they classify themselves as they just want to win. With Glenmore, yes, they want to win, but they also don't forget the aspect of having fun. Glenmore's merchandise, that's a new concept. A lot of people probably would never think of that, but I really like the concept. I'm loving everything about it. What inspired you guys?
That's Alex, just being Alex, doing a thing. Identity is a really important part of any club. being associated, buying into the club is very important, and being associated. So wearing the correct equipment, looking good, looking like a team is really important. That's another area where maybe this summer we're really going to expand with our junior program as well. So we're going to kit the kids out as well. So instead of turning up just, looking like a ragtag bunch of kids, they'll come in Glenmore uniforms.
I'll add one thing I like about the merchandise is it's not even just for the players, so the wives, girlfriends, kids, they'll get into the hoodies and track pants, those sort of things too.
Oh, that's
Ball
awesome.
caps, so yeah, no.
Yeah, no, it's a great initiative. I personally feel that every other team should do it
Yeah.
to create awareness of cricket.
Right.
But I think it's like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they'll come. And we have hundreds, maybe even thousands of kids who could play cricket in Calgary.
Yeah.
But we just have to build the infrastructure and the league and the practice facilities and development for them to be involved. I think they're just waiting for it. But
Yeah, exactly. But how else do you propose? How can we get the word out there to the juniors who don't know about the game?
well, it's going to come. That's the responsibility of each club. I don't believe it's the responsibility of the league. It's not. The league shouldn't be responsible for getting all the kids to play.
Agreed.
They should be developing the league structure, providing the opportunities for games, all of that. But then it's up to the clubs to develop their own junior program. And if every club had a junior program like ours, we'd be laughing, and we'd have, we'd probably have 1,000 kids in the program.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is, for a city this size, in a non-traditional cricket market, that's huge.
Glenmore and some other clubs, such as Kanata Panthers, who are also making efforts to make the league bigger as far as juniors go. So those are the things that we need to do to make this a bigger dream. Glenmore probably has the highest female participation out of all the clubs in the league. What are you guys doing differently?
I guess, as Matt said, we're just kind of open to everybody, kids, seniors that want to play, women.
Yeah, one of our goals. Well, we had two goals really. Was to start the junior program and get that, and then we're going to also develop the women's program. So we're going to incorporate the girls all the way through our junior program. But again, what's the point of having girls play if there's nowhere for them to go?
Exactly.
So we have to build that, have that part of the program, and at least have that as part of our pathway, so that they can, if they like it, they enjoy it, then there's some way to go, and they can see a future. But if there's no future, why would you bother? Why would you come every week?
What other age groups are you guys targeting now, as far as junior program goes?
So we have 3 programs that we run. We have an Into Cricket program, which is 5 to 8-year-olds, approximately. And then Rising Stars, which are 9 to 12. And then 13 and up are our academy kids. So the Into Cricket just play modified games, just to get them, as the name says, into cricket, just excited
Like
about
you
cricket.
saw here with the tees. Yeah.
Just agility, catching, running, changing direction, hand-eye coordination, just that. Nothing serious. They're not padded up or anything. Then the Rising Stars, again, it's an intermediate stage. They play modified games. A little bit more looks like cricket, learning to bowl, learning to bat. And then our academy kids, they're in full pads, full gear, hard ball. They're learning the game. So we're trying to transition them from junior cricket into men's cricket. So that's the idea of the academy.
You mentioned they will transition to the club games. Any chance of these juniors to participate in Glenmore club games coming years?
Yep. So last year we had 5 or 6 players debuted for the senior teams.
Awesome.
Which was was really encouraging and did really well. They were very nervous, but did very well. A few of the better players are actually playing in the weeknight league against men. Actually, two of our academy players were the best bowlers on that team for the last 2 years. So they're really coming along. It won't be long before they start making the transition into weekend cricket, which is really encouraging.
What kind of things would you recommend other teams to do so we increase the female participation?
They could kind of run the female participation alongside their junior teams. That's kind of what we did. and kind of invited the females to come along to the junior sessions. I guess getting the word out, any of the parents, that female mothers that want to play, can get them involved.
Time for some Yorkers. Do you like cricket?
Yes, I really like cricket.
Favorite coach?
Mommy.
International player, favorite?
Stephen Smith.
Favorite international team?
Australia.
Are you excited to play outside this summer?
Yes, I'm really excited. I can get to use my new gears that I got.
Do you like indoors or playing at the park?
Indoors.
Favorite shot?
The straight drive.
Favorite shot?
Hitting a 6.